What made you be like, yo, I'm gonna audition for back?
So again, I knew always that I was gifted and stuff like that. I just didn't know where to take my life. And I was working in law offices. I was always working for lawyers, and I was a paralegal, you know, pretty much my whole life. I did immigration law. And I was working in a law office once, and the guy that worked there, he was like mistreating me and stuff, and I got like tired of it. Like he would sexually harass me all the time, like invite me out for lunch, and I was like 18 years old. 40. So I remember just being like, how come every time I like work somewhere, like I'm so sick of this, I'm tired of it. So I went to my apartment. I had my own place at the time, and I looked in the mirror, and something just like, when I say like a voice hit me, and this is true, that's why I have to explain it this way. A voice like hit me and was like, sign up for a show. And I was like, huh? And I just heard it, and I just got on the computer, and I was like, all right, reality shows for hire or whatever. And I saw a show called Bad Girls Club, and I saw Tanisha beating the shit out of Genevicia, which is like, she was beating her ass, and I was like, this show would be perfect, right? So so I'm like, you know, I sign up, and this is how I know I heard that voice and it was meant to be. I signed up, and legitimately the next morning I went to the La Parca Meridian at 8 a.m. She interviewed me, the lady, and she was like, oh my God, you're gonna be on the show. I was like, I already know that. I was like, God told me. And she was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And then that's it. I get on the show. I literally went on expecting to have an adventure, to just go, you know, I'm gonna get on the show and just have some fun, make a little money, and just, you know, get out of there. And from there, I'm just gonna say, like, was not expecting the results that I was gonna have from it, you know? Like, I'm like the underdog.
Get into the results and all that. Like, walk us through, like, if you're allowed to, like, what was the contracts? Were they like, all right, you're not allowed to fight, you're not allowed to this? Did they say that, was it like you got paid per episode? The fans want to know these stuff.
So the when we talk about the money status of it, Bad Girls Club, my season was just beginning. It was like just beginning. It was the 4th season. So they kind of were not, they were broke, Oxygen. So the girls all got $4,000 checks, plus we got $1,000 every Friday, cash. Every Friday they would give us $1,000. It's like a per diem type of thing. And that was one of the things. The contract basically stated, you're signing your life away. If something happens to you, we don't give a fuck. And also, it was, as long as you don't hit somebody first, you can't go home. It doesn't matter if they hit you, then you fight, or, you know, it gets egged on, and then you know, if anybody saw the episode where I came back and like, I was like, please, Amber, don't send me home. You know, that was all set up. Like they were like, go inside and beg her to stay. And I'm like, no, she pushed me in the pool first. And they, like, it's the behind the scenes of it is ultra shady, and if you're not smart, you're gonna get taken for a ride. And a lot of the girls did, and this is why a lot of the bad girls go through what they go through, which is a lot of hell. You know what I mean? A lot of them, you guys see the bad girls, you see them, they've been, one of them locked up, this one killing somebody in a hotel. It's just crazy shit. It's crazy shit. So 1 second, Mom. So but with the contracts and everything, that's basically it. You're signing your life away. You take a test, right? Because they want to see how crazy you are. So you take a test that has like 300 questions. I can remember it was like 300 questions, and they did shit in the test, but because I'm very intelligent, I noticed it. They would ask the same question on different pages to see if you were a liar, to see if you were a sociopath, a narcissist. They were checking these things. I had taken psychology in school, so I was kind of like, okay, I see what they're doing with this. So I played dumb, like, yeah, I'm crazy. Like, you know, I would lie a couple of times or whatever. And that's the process, you know. They eliminate people. I remember being in a room with 15 other girls, and some were showing their tits, this were doing, and I got up and I was like, I'm not fucking doing this. I was like, what is this, the slut club? And I walked out, and the lady was like, you, what's your name? And I was like, Flo. She was like, come back tomorrow. I was like, okay. You know, so it's a process of like, you know, we want me to really keep it real with you, it's real shady business. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we talk about the reality show game, everybody that you see on those shows, they're all playing a part that they're told to play. And the thing that the producers and everybody didn't, they loved me because I was like natural, and they would try so hard to be like, say this, do that, and I'd be like, I'm not saying that, I'm not doing that. And I would never go with what they would tell me to do. And so what happened was they were mad because I wouldn't, but then people ended up seeing that I was being real about it, and they could see like the other girls were acting, and they were like, okay, like so it's a lot of fake shit and it's a lot of real shit. But like with me, I always tell people that was me, 100%. Like I'm sorry if that was me, literally the whole time. Like you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So now, all right. So now you get into the Bad Girls Club. They say you're gonna be on the show. You get the call, the contracts. You read it. You look it over. Now, was your family like, "Yo, you good? You got this"?
Nobody knew. I didn't tell a single person. I got on a plane to LA. I told my mom, I'm not gonna be around for a little bit to watch my apartment. I gave her some money, threw her some couple of thousands, like pay the next 2 or 3 months of rent or whatever. Then after that, cap it. And I left. She was like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm going to California." For what? I'm like, "I'll be back." I can't tell nobody. I couldn't tell nobody nothing. So first of all, they were like, "You could tell your family, but if they post about it, it's a lawsuit." So like, I just didn't tell nobody because first of all, Albanians, if I would have said I'm going on a show called the Bad Girls Club, they would have been like, "No, the fuck you're not. No, you're not. You're not going." And so what did I do? I dipped. And I was a dipper anyway. My family knew me as oh, she's in Boston this week. Oh, she's in Florida this week. So I dipped. And funny, if you want me to keep like going with what happened after that, like not really too much,
Yeah,
but like, so after I dipped and the show was filmed, mind you, we were there for 3 months. Okay. So our season 4, was the longest, like, stay. Like, we stood the longest. Okay. So,
oh no, we
yeah.
can't. Gotta stay in the season. Hold on, wait. Oh,
Say
I
that
thought you.
again?
No, we can't dip out the season yet. Okay, hold on, because I wanted to get before we get
Yeah,
to.
no. I was just gonna say my season was the longest stay, like as far as like months wise, right? So when I got home, anyway, go ahead, ask your next question because this might have to do with your next question. So
So, all right, so now you're in the house, and now you see the people that you're in the house with. Do you know who you're